Ok, pero creo que ahorita estamos probando. Ahorita parece que ustedes se van a preguntar ¿por qué? ¿Por qué está todo en silencio? Porque resulta que una vez, pues, ¿qué les puedo decir? Que una vez que hice una transmisión para cuando jugué Madden, no sé si se acuerdan, resulta que me censuraron el video por motivos de copyright. Pues aquí, si lo ven, se oye todo silencioso. Pero bueno, ok, en este caso vamos a ver lo siguiente. A ver, nada más aguántenme. Ok, nada más vamos a hacer unas pequeñas pruebas para ver si empezamos a jugar este juego. No sé si ustedes quieren que juegue también una temporada regular, no lo sé. Pero vamos a ver. No sé si puedan escuchar. Ahorita en este caso vamos a poner un partido de únicamente en modo exhibición. Si ustedes quieren empezar a ver el juego. Pero bueno. A ver, aguántenme un momento. Ok, bueno, en este caso pues yo voy a jugar como siempre con los Ravens, pero ahora voy a jugarlo como visita. Nada más saber qué equipo podría empezar a jugar. Se ve medio triste, pero ahorita que empiece el juego va a haber todo el desmadre acá. Pero bueno. Mm, ok. Únicamente podría editar los uniformes de los Niners. Ok, les pondré uno de los uniformes que tenían de los 80. Nada más deja ver dónde están. Ok, aquí. Les pondré este color en el uniforme de los Ravens. El nivel All Pro. Espero que no haya cometido algún error. Y aquí pondría como si fuese casi como si fuese un partido casi de noche. 8 minutos. Y por lo mientras, le voy a poner en Arcade. Aún no me siento preparado para jugar con el nivel, pero así como de simulación, o sea que un poco más difícil. Y si le pongo al nivel, ¿cómo se llama? competitivo, podría ser todavía un reto.
Tonight, from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
Ok, su clásica presentación. Bueno, pues aquí
We'll see Jimmy Garoppolo and the San Francisco 49ers taking on Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens.
From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. It's a rematch of Super Bowl 47 minus one Harbaugh. The Ravens and 49ers are underway. Lane opens here. He's past the 30. Out comes the San Francisco offense as they are led out by their quarterback, the man known as Jimmy G. That's Jimmy Garoppolo.
And when Jimmy Garoppolo came out of Eastern Illinois, many people saw a strong-armed guy, well-schooled in the passing game, who needed a little bit of time to develop and reach his potential. Starting to go in that direction right now. A former linebacker in high school. He plays the game with a lot of toughness.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Jerick McKinnon, his first carry of the ball game. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Okay, 2nd y 12 para los Niners.
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. Got the connection here to Bourne. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That was a nice run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Garoppolo finding his tight end, Kittle. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, 28 yards. And the Niners have taken the early lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Parece que resulta que se salió antes de...
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and forced an incompletion.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Looking to cash in on this opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal. There's the former Raven fullback, Kyle Juszczyk. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going to run. It's McKinnon. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Many would call that a gutsy decision here early on to go for it 4th and goal. There was no hesitation. Field goal unit never sniffed the field.
It was a message. And the message was, I trust you on offense. Go out and make this happen. Go ahead and pick it up. You know what else he said? I trust my defense as well. If they don't get it, I know you're going to hold them. So it's a message to your entire team that you believe in them.
And able to get this out to the 25. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
Allow me a second here to gush, because in his college career, the only player in NCAA history to rush for over 1,500 yards and pass for over 3,500 yards in a season, and he did it twice.
That's pretty good.
That's really good. Yet he only won the Heisman Trophy once.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? Be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Okay, hay que tener cuidado con el linebacker.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 39. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
No sé qué estoy haciendo.
Jackson from the shotgun. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
first and 10. It's Jackson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, Jackson. He'll buy some time right. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And the Ravens are going to have a first and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line. That leads us to a first and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That
open man Boykin, he's got him. Touchdown, Baltimore. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
I do believe we came here to see a game, didn't we? And it looks like he's running what we call routes versus air. You just go out there with your offensive unit and throw the football with no defense. He's 5 for 5 on the opening drive.
He was on his game there for drive number 1. But, well, the thing is now he can't go any higher than that. He was so perfect. Can he do it again later?
Yeah, all he cares about right now is making it 10 for 10, 15 for 15.
Keeping that going.
And he feels like he can get it done.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Running on first down is Mostert, but he can only manage a yard, and that's about it before he's tackled.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1.
Recuerdo que en el juego del 2019, cuando se enfrentaron los 49ers contra los Ravens, fue un juego bastante cerrado. Estuvo bastante cerrado, la verdad.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Looking underneath, and he finds McKinnon. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10. And their own 20.
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. Last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Aquí resulta que luego no censuran el juego.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
It's a pickup of 6.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Porque esto se presenta medio peligroso.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Jackson looking to throw on third. Flush to his right. And he's got Snead. And he will have a Ravens first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Jackson to Snead that time. First down, Baltimore.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
O sea, la primera semana en un Monday night.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Un ataque terrestre.
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Aquí van a empezar a moverse.
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd and 2, here's Jackson. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a first down.
I was going to say on 3rd down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just got to shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the first. Rolling to his right. Caught right side. It's Snead. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That's good for 28 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Jackson sliding out of the pocket, and they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Jackson got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews, and the Ravens have broken the tie.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area, and he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A 10-play drive that time. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Okay, hay que evitar que
And this carries into the end zone. And we see James. He will now return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked for someone else, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, 72 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. From the 30 on 2nd down, Jackson, quick slant to Brown. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. Jackson now off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
They're throwing it on first down, but no one was open, so he gets flushed out of the pocket, runs towards the sidelines, gets out of bounds with a good gain and a first down.
Now Jackson on first down, eluding the pressure right. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
At the 49ers 2-yard line.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Ingram, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Ravens have broken the tie. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. This one's caught. And it stretches their lead up to 8. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Raheem Mostert and the Niner offense getting the football back. He's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far, so maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game? Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Absolutely, and that sack finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report. Here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports halftime report. We saw a terrific first half from the dual-threat quarterback, Lamar Jackson. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Ok, vamos al siguiente. Ahora sí que vamos al siguiente.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Lamar Jackson heading back out as we check out our play.
Ok, vamos a ver. Aquí elegiremos a que empiece a jugar
the Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
¿Saben qué? Al diablo. Voy a poner a correr.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Excelente.
They'll get this into the hands of Huntley. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. They'll run here with Edwards. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run as the Ravens push further out in front. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line. because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Okay, todo depende de la defensa para no cagarla.
A play fake from Mostert, now Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there, because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Brings up
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Matthew Judon in there to take him down.
the tackle made back at his.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack.
Eso es algo inesperado, pero bueno.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Eso no pinta bien, eso no pinta bien. Bueno, no sé qué pedo, pero bueno.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo to the 35. Garoppolo able to find Samuel there for a Niners first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, Garoppolo. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second down, McKinnon. And he'll get three down at the 34-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Garoppolo. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 34. After the interception, here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. On the crossing route, complete. It's Brown. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to take off with it. Past the 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's another first down on a big gainer there, 33 yards. Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets into open space, and we saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next to you watching the play. He buckled my ankles on that one as well. It doesn't matter whether you're actually on the field trying to chase him or you're just watching him play. This guy is sheer excitement.
Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
On third down, Mark Ingram. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys in the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Makes the score Ravens 32, 49ers 14.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And we see James. He will now return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
19 yards there on the catch and run.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 34 yards to gain that time, another first down.
And when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the second level, that offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the second level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
And making those linemen work with a couple blocks. They look good doing it there. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Oh, that's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Garoppolo down, first down throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Justin Madubuike. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal.
On a 32-yard attempt.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still got to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
Their own 24-yard line.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now on 2nd and 13, Jackson. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Play action. It's Jackson rolling to his right. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Jackson on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Ingram. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, bent over, hands on their knees. The offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Third and goal. Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Ravens will extend their lead. They had the lead in the fourth, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get to the end zone as well.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Justin Tucker to kick off 4 points.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25 yards.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
And it'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Este cabrón ya tiene su X. O sea que muestra a los jugadores estrella.
Now Garoppolo. That's into the hands of Dwelly. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Garoppolo's throw taken in by Samuel. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Now Garoppolo lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. He's at the 50, 30, 20.
Oh, boy, you ain't got
and
no feet.
That might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard
The 49ers offense making its way back out there. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. 7 yards the pick up there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Vamos a su primer tiempo fuera.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Garoppolo again. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 44-yard line. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The former first-round pick, Marlon Humphrey, there to get a hand on it.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Open man is born. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Screenplay, McKinnon. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, but now it'll be 3rd down. One final try now for Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. And they turn it over. Charles, it's one thing to win, it's another thing to win. The amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
Nada más espero que no se censure este video por copyright, porque sí se llegan a oír las canciones, pero bueno, pero tal parece que sí se podría.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
Ok, excelente, muy bien. Bueno, vamos a salirnos del juego. Y bueno, tal parece que podría también transmitir el Crash Team Racing Nitro Fuel también. Ok. Bueno, pues ahora sí que espero que les haya gustado. Pues bueno, si quieren también pueden acompañarme al próximo stream, que en este caso sería el Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled. Dentro de un momento nos vamos a preparar para el próximo stream de Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled. Así que en este caso pues denle like, agréguenlo a favoritos y si quieren lo pueden compartir con sus amigos también, aunque haya sido también un stream, pero eso estuvo muy extraño, pero bueno. Así que también en las descripciones de los vídeos anteriores que he hecho, también están mis páginas tanto de Facebook como de Twitter. Bueno, en este caso nos vemos al rato en la transmisión de Crash Team Racing Nitro Field. Chao.